I've already given my first impressions in another video, but now that I've had some more time with this game, I'm ready to give a more proper review. This is Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii. Brawl Succeeds Melee is the third title in the Smash series. As most video gamers probably already know, the game contains an all-star lineup of Nintendo characters to duke it out in a unique take on the fighting genre. The look, sounds, and much of the feel is exactly the same as Melee, or at least on the surface. The story mode is a bit more ambitious this time, as you play with almost the entire 35 character cast in a much longer 6 to 10 hour adventure. The game features voiceless cutscenes and an ambiguous yet interesting tale, which is rather cool if you're nostalgic about Nintendo characters. However, the actual stages during this mode are unfortunately not nearly as exciting. Beyond a few novelties after you first start out, they become quite repetitive. Especially towards the end, they feel very cut and paste. But really, who cares about all of that? Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a fighting game, and most other fighting games don't even bother to include such a mode. The Versus mode is where Brawl is at. In comparison to Melee, it's difficult to say which game contains the better gameplay. Despite looking the same on the surface, there are quite a few differences. The gameplay is slowed down, emphasizing more blow-by-blow strategies rather than overwhelming your opponent with speed like you could in the previous installment. The characters feel floatier when they jump, and of course, there's a larger cast now as well. It really comes down to player preference in deciding which game is better. With the exception of the ridiculous random character tripping, the gameplay is incredible. Melee had been my ultimate party fighting game, with no other imitator coming close. However, with the release of Brawl, my entire video gaming Smash crew and I made the transition smoother than I could have ever imagined. So why is Smash so great? For one, the variety of characters and their playstyles is very extensive. There's no long combos that require dialing into the control pad, and yet at the same time, despite the ease in which the game can be picked up, it has a large amount of depth. You also have a lot more control of your character as you move all along the stage. The online multiplayer is a mixed bag. At first, I really hated it. The random matchup system is botched. Nintendo seriously screwed it up. Regardless of whatever the reasons Nintendo is attempting to belch out, the lack of a leaderboard is lame, as well as the inability to communicate with others. And then, even after all that, the lag in random battles is horrendous. It takes a lifetime to get going and just isn't fun. With the use of yet another friend code, you can add people to your system and actually know who you're fighting against. With the right people, there's also hardly any lag. I've personally been having an absolute blast with this. A few of my gaming friends have moved out of state, but now we can still play and have tons of fun just like when we used to play Melee. To get around the communication issue, we just use our cell phones. All in all, the online mode is a great addition, but at the same time, it could have been at least 10 times better. Most of the issues have workarounds, as even ranking systems have been developed by third-party networks, but it's still a shame that Nintendo is still taking such a weak approach to online gaming. Regardless of all that, Brawl has already become a staple in the Nintendo Wii library. It is synonymous with exciting and fun. Smash is one of the few fighting games where it feels like you have complete control over your character. There are so many options to stylize your matches and enough unlockables to satisfy even the most OCD of gamers. The fighting system is heavily polished and leaves little to be desired. This style of gaming does not get any better. I'll surely be playing this game for a very long time to come. I give Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii a 9 out of 10.